Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you've been one of my continued followers, I want to thank you. And I want to tell you about a tragic story that took place the end of last year, 2023, with a beautiful young lady. And this sparked my attention because she was originally from Chicago, Illinois, which is where I'm originally from. Beautiful young lady that had two boys. Her name was Tiffany Lucas, 32 years old. She was a Kentucky mom who was accused of murdering her two kids, two boys, on November 8th, 2023. And I know this has been about 2 months ago, but I thought it was important to do a video about it and to talk about the tragedy and mental illness, mental health issues, and how it's important to reach out if one is struggling to family and or friends, let alone of social services and mental health services to gain help. She was a beautiful young lady. She had two boys, 6 and 9, and she had some previous posts early in the year on Halloween in the summer, saying how beautiful and nice life was. She was on Instagram and Facebook and posting all kinds of things with her and her children. There was hardly ever a post with her and the kids' father. The kids were mixed race, interracially raced, mixed race kids. Two black fathers. She was a white young lady, and she had opened up a business back in 2016 called Miss Tiff's One-Stop Shop. So she had tried to do some entrepreneurial things. She was raising her kids on her own, and I guess things just got really tight and tough, and she never expressed to anybody that there was a problem. However, throughout the course of the last couple of years, there was some signs and symptoms that there were some things going on with her and the children, because CPS had been called several times, worried about the welfare of the children by family members and of the sort. And CPS didn't do very much about it. And so this particular story has to deal with a young mother who supposedly or allegedly shot to death her two children in her home, and also how CPS in Kentucky failed these children. So what supposedly took place was that on November 8th, she went into the home and shot her two boys in the back of the head, and the neighbors heard a gunshot. Husband and wife, neighbors called the police after hearing several shots. She said someone had Tiffany, when she got arrested, she was outside screaming and yelling that something had happened to her boys. And she said someone had manipulated her to shoot and kill her kids through Wi-Fi, Facebook, and the internet. So if that's all true, she was definitely having a mental breakdown. She did have a history of drug abuse. In 2018, she had a drug arrest and had been sentenced to 30 days in jail. And she seemed to have gotten her life together after 2018. But as we led up to November 2023, this unfortunate circumstance took place where she's been alleged to have shot both of her sons in the head, 6 and 9, two beautiful guys, two beautiful kids. And they both had separate fathers. She wasn't married. She now has a $2 million bond. They said when the police entered the house was a wreck, and she had several eviction notices all over the place. So she was suffering. Also, after 2018 drug arrest, her dad had died on New Year's Day of 2019, which was unfortunate. And then 7 months after that, one of her child's fathers got murdered. 38-year-old Darrell Howard, he got killed and murdered 7 months after her dad died, and that uh, crime is still unsolved. So she lost her business in 2016. She had a drug arrest in 2018. 2019, New Year's Day, she lost her father. And then 7 months after that, one of her son's fathers got murdered. So she had quite a few unfortunate circumstances that were taking place in her personal life for a young lady that was in her early 30s and had two children. And I'm bringing up this story because it's very unfortunate. And for a mother to take her two boys' lives, she had to really, really be struggling and suffering, and had to feel like she was in the belly of the beast and there was no way out. I'm not making an excuse for it at all. What I'm saying in this video is that if you're reaching a mental breakdown, even a financial breakdown, reach out to the system, reach out to family and friends to try to get the necessary things needed to help you become a sustainable and functional person, especially when you have children that are involved and that need your support as a mother and or a father. And we're seeing more and more people in today's time that are suffering financially, suffering mentally. They're not seeing any way out. They're committing crimes that are getting them incarcerated, let alone they're committing heinous crimes that lead to murder, mayhem, and people are losing their freedom each and every day and losing their lives with the mess that is going on across America. And we're at a time now with social media and all these external stimuli, which could be negative or positive, that is creating a certain level of chaos and disruption in a lot of people that are very fragile internally. And evidently this is what she was going through. And I'm saying this as a middle-aged man who has raised 3 kids. Their life is tough. It's not easy. But the true measure of your character is how you work your way through the noise, the disruption, the distractions, and the chaos. And sometimes stillness, meditation, reaching out to the right people to get the right advice can be very, very helpful. Just when you think that it's the end all be all, it never is. There is always a tomorrow. Today is the present day, which is a gift. Tomorrow is your future, which you should strive for. And the end result should never be the taking of one's life. These kids didn't have a chance. Their entire future is gone. Her entire future, her life was just beginning also, along with her children. So please take a look at this Kentucky mom, Tiffany Lucas, 32 years old, who has allegedly murdered her 2 boys, beautiful kids. She was a white female, had 2 racially mixed children. You're seeing a high volume of interracial relationships in today's time, which is fine. But the sustainability of a family, a man and a woman in one household, we're losing that each and every day. There are way too many single mothers that are raising these children, and we have these absentee fathers throughout many of these homes in the urban market. And it's unfortunate because at the end of it all, the children are the ones who suffer the most. So this is an unfortunate circumstance. Please check it out. Tiffany Lucas from Kentucky. Pray for her family. Pray for the kids' family. Let's manifest our truth in the right direction. If you're having mental health issues or you're struggling, please reach out to family, friends, and the services, the social services that are available to you in your city, in your state, and you're not navigating through this world alone.